It's cherry Sprite. It's my favorite.
Cherry Sprite.
It's clear, so there's no artificial. There's only artificial flavors, not artificial colors, too. Never found much of a place for those artificial colors. Good boy talk. Wiggle butts. Good boy talks. Here, you like the pillow. He likes to be like Taco Dog. You know it? He likes to, just like that.
He wants to make sure.
He likes to sit up just like that.
Oh.
He's a good dog. You got it?
Yeah. Look at Stan Lee. He likes to be up there so he can see.
That's Bumper.
Oh, is that Bumper?
That's Gray Kitty. Gray Kitty Bumper skit.
They like to watch the lights.
I hope I don't get the hiccups. I don't want the hiccups right now. I'm right on the precipice. Right on the edge. Looking over the abyss. Stay down there, hiccups. I think I won this one. I think I got it.
You got the hiccups?
I think I got the hiccups. I gotta fall. I can't drink soda though. I gotta drink water.
Oh, the soda?
It's the carbonation.
Oh.
It's having an adverse effect. Nothing beats water, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Water is life. We're freaking 70% water, and how many people don't
They don't
reintroduce water into the system?
They don't.
You know?
They don't.
People get headaches all the time. There's symptoms that can easily be remedied by just staying properly hydrated. On the opposite side of the coin, there is such thing as overhydration. Overhydration. I would drink so much water that I get so sick. I just get sick of the actual physical practice of peeing. I just like, okay, I'm peeing again. I hate being a human's dumb. It's so dumb to be a human, man. Like my soul sack, I call it my soul sack. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And my soul sack, and I always get stuck in clothes. I probably get stuck in clothes more than anybody else I've ever known. I would like to meet somebody else that has that problem. I got my first birthday present today. Feliz cumpleaños.
Your birthday?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Mom, if you would have listened to the doctor, tomorrow would have been my birthday, but you said, no, I will not have my daughter born on April 1st. Didn't you say that?
I don't really do that.
You don't remember that? Okay, maybe that's just how the story goes. But you didn't want, I don't know. But then I didn't come until the 9th. So I got a little BB gun. It's a little guy. It reminds me of one that I used to. Is it a pour on the end or is it the slide up top? I haven't really looked at it because I got it and then I had to feed dogs and take dogs out and do dog stuff. And he even made a little with the O-ring, little O-ring guy. Can't remember the name of the class. I used to know the name of all these parts and I'm losing it. But a little lanyard. It's just to keep the tomcats out of the yard.
So you shoot and kill them?
No, you don't kill them. That's why it's a little. It doesn't have a lot of gust in it. You cock it like one time, or and get them in the butt, because they'll kill these other little ones, because they're competition. So they'll want to wipe them out. Ma, I've been watching the cat psychology in the ghetto, and it's pretty. But I don't. The only thing, like, I would like to go hunting, but I would bring my camera. I'm marksman too. Yeah, I'm a great shot. I like guns and stuff like that. I just don't like what people have evolved into. And I don't think that a lot of people have any business having guns. They don't have, because they don't have any emotional control. They can't control what they put in the food that they put in their mouth. You know? You think I'm gonna have any faith in these people? It might get loud because Stanley's trying to go back and use the litter box. Oh, okay, he's on the ledge. Because Tucker's right there, and he's the chasey guy.
Look how agile he is.
I know, he's a cool cat. They're all cool. But I was looking at him. I was looking at him at like Big Five, the little BB guns.
Oh, the little bee.
Yeah, at BB guns at Big Five, and I was looking at them at Walmart because, like I said, I do not want to kill the animal. I just want to deter it from coming in the yard because there's some big gnarly ones. The black one that I chase off all the time, part of his freaking tail's missing. Like, not his tail, but like all the hair. Like, you could see. Little gray kitty just jumped down. You could see his tail.
His part.
You could see like the actual tail part because all the hair got taken off. So I mean, it's brutal out there, man. The world's getting brutal out there. It ain't easy for cats. It ain't easy for people.
That happened from their fight.
Yeah. Plus there's dogs. I got a picture today. What'd I do with the camera? I left it I gotta get it out of the van. This condensation isn't good for stuff inside those. No, I had it because I showed you, Ma. I know I had it because I showed you because I got pictures of a coyote. And I showed you the pictures of the coyote. It was all gray. So I just don't know where it's at. And I'm not going to look for it right this moment. So, things I've been thinking about, because it's my birthday season, I'll be 48. Thank you for that thoughtful gift. I appreciate that. Homie, Schnookum.
Is that somebody's name?
That's,
Snookum?
well, it's not on his driver's license or anything, but it's a nickname he's given himself. Anyway, where was I? Don't let me move my train of thought, Mom. Oh. Did I lose it? Oh. In the spirit of birthdays, I don't think I'm as excited about my birthday this year as other years before, but maybe next year. But they're still exciting nonetheless. Just to commemorate and celebrate that people are still, that I'm still here. That's cool by me, and Mom appreciates it because ain't nobody else gonna take care of her, Mom. Jerry will frickin' file you away someplace under irrelevant jerk. So I think of people and their birthdays, that people kind of encompass the energy of the day. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like the feeling. I mean, I say like the best example I could come up with, the easiest, most obvious. People born on Christmas, Capricorn. A lot of them, or the ones that I've known, they're jolly. Stuff like that.
That's cute.
But of course, everybody has their shadow side too. But I think that people have the energy of the day in which they're born, and it's dialed down specifically to their birth time, and where the planets are and how they're cooperating with the, and their different energies that they're putting out, whether they're in their detriment or their, Stanley's feeling frisky. What's the other word? The prolific, what? Or whether it's whether they feel good in their energy or they're uncomfortable. And so I was born on April 9th, and I have a lot of energy, man. That's a lot of energy of the day, being born in April. And people, they appreciate the energy. Stanley, why are you doing that? They like the energy of spring and stuff like that, but they don't like it when people feel like the energy of spring. Isn't that funny? I always hear about the fool. People that, the joker, the fool. I'm not a joker, I hate practical jokes. I don't like when people make fun of other people to for entertainment. I don't like stuff like that. But like the fool, the lighthearted, the childlike at heart, stuff like that. I've always been that person, right? Because people have always said you need to grow up. And so And now I hear all these people talking about how my archetype is so welcome and embraced, and there's a call for it in society today, you know? Right? That's kind of like what the astrology is saying. It's like we need these jokers, not jokers, I don't like that word. These light-hearted freaking grown-ups that have freaking been through hell and back to freaking twist in on their perspective. It's election year, so there's just all these more unqualified people, and it gets harder because now I'm getting older, so I see these people that are running for whatever, and it's just more of the same. It's just a different generation of bullshit. It's just a younger generation of bullshit, you know? I want to see the people that have calluses and that have like worked in their life. Where are those people? Where's that leadership? You know? It's not around much any place. The town I live in, man, it's so, the condition of this town is so shitty. It's like no pride of anything. People just don't care. They just patch crap, you know, temporary solution for a freaking problem. It's not going away until you come up with a better fix, and I got better fixes all day long. You know? We're still coming off this I don't know. Everybody's talking about April 12th. And actually, I think that's the day Tucker goes to the vet. No, he goes on the 14th. He's got to have his annual checkup. And they're getting old. It makes me nervous.
Why don't you look at the cat
Makes
in the
me,
window?
you know. I know that everything that comes goes. We don't live forever. Nothing lives forever, you know. It's just, I see Tingo in the window, Ma. It's pretty cute. But we just can love him like we got him. We're supposed to be practitioners of the earth and taking care of everything and all the living creatures on this planet, and we're not doing a very good job at that. People got out of control with this idea of money, and they really think that it makes them a decent person or a better person, or I don't know, maybe they can buy the things that they need to, so other people see them as good people. I don't know what it is, but it's a reindeer game. I mean, it's a made up construct. There's so many other useful universal laws that people ignore every single day. And I think that heart space is coming back around. I think people are coming back around into doing right by people. And at least that's what the astrology says, but it doesn't really matter what the astrology says because people have free will. So for years and years, I've been listening to say, okay, you know, now's our chance. People are going to, you know, if they live from their heart, this is the way that the trajectory of life could go, the earth could go. If they live from their ego, this is the trajectory that we're going to end up, and people are just ego. You know, they're just so far away from the human, just so disconnected from the human spirit. Oh, well, what are you going to do? So tomorrow's April 1st. They're legalizing recreational marijuana in New Mexico, the state in which I live, and, well, that should be interesting. The bureaucrats are just like, it's the worst I've ever seen here. It's like every state I've worked, but I don't live in all the states at the same time, but it's just like, man, things are really crappy here, you know? And then you go to a different state, man, things are really crappy here. And then you go to a different state. See, because mostly people just stay in their same crappy place, and they grow with it and evolve with it, and they don't really notice, you know? You gotta leave to come back to see, whoa, you know? There's so many people that generations after generations that are just in their freaking positions of power because they, you know, their uncle was or their dad was, and so that's just how. But those days are over. That hasn't served anybody. That hasn't done anybody any good. So I'm just going to keep talking and setting my intention on how I want to see the world go, the direction. You know, and I was thinking about that today. I stopped by the coffee shop, saw a couple buddies, and I was thinking about that. I was like, I should be really excited about, like, you know, all this transgender, you know, yay, finally, because I lived in such a box when I was a little girl. Because I've liked girls since I was, like, in preschool, you know. I remember the first mean girl I liked, because I like mean girls. Just treat me bad, and I'll take it. It's just fucking just terrible. Scraps, crumbs. That's how it used to be, but you grow up and if you get some self-respect, then you're less inclined to tolerate freaking, you know, and you get, you know, relationships are just, you just find that, what I'm finding is I don't have a lot of energy, so I'm going to be real careful about what I put my energy into. I mean, I do have energy, but I don't have energy for games, and people like to play games, and I hate that stuff. I like when people come direct. I appreciate directness. That's how we were taught. Be direct. Be direct. Don't beat around the bush. You know, don't hint. If you want something, ask for it. You're probably not going to get it, but at least get in the habit of ask for it anyway, right? You know, this wishy-washy stuff, man. So, what was I talking about? What was I starting to say? Oh, is that when I was a little girl, and there was times that I wanted to be a boy, because I thought it would be easy. I mean, I was outside all the time. You don't have to go inside to pee. I mean, that's number one right there, I think, to anybody. You know, convenient stuff like that. But then, I don't know. You grow out of it. As a human being, you always wonder what it's like to be something different. Or I was always curious about stuff like that. I always saw how other people lived. Wanted to live how they lived, because I knew how we lived, and it wasn't that much fun, you know. And then once I started, like, you know, you'd go over and, you know, stay the night at your friend's house and stuff, and I started seeing how other people lived. Well, that was weird. But I thought I'd be really excited about this, and I'm not. I'm not excited about it at all. And that's just because, you know, and there's things that the human nature, psychology, it tries on, and I don't understand why these adults are letting these children, allowing them in the conversation. It's weird that they're projecting that. I see that a lot of people are freaking not a fan of Disney. I haven't been a fan of Disney, and I don't know. I'm an adult, though, so I'm not going to put any of my energy into that stuff. I mean, I didn't have fun in Disneyland when I went. You know what I mean? It was just like it was for babies. You know, but people, they have a good time. They have that monumental good time in their youth, and then people, they just keep trying to recreate it, you know, as they get older. You know, trying to, you know, create that same time. Or maybe create a new time at this, I don't know, but it's awful redundant, you know. Why people keep going back to the same places over and over is just, it's not how my planets are aligned is all. Anyway, I mean, as far as being spiritual beings having a human experience, that's not a whole lot of human experience when you just do the same thing over and over and over and see the same stuff. But I'm not excited about it. And I it's not that I remember ever being taught, you know, to love yourself, like love my, but Mom always taught us that God didn't make junk. That God don't make junk. That's what God don't make junk, you know. And he's not going to carry us all this way to drop us on our ass. Those were two primary, sayings in our household. And so it makes me sad when people, that's what their alternative is. It's like they don't like things in their exterior, so they're like, you know. I mean, I thought life would be a lot easier if I was just a dude. Because because then I wouldn't have to be, you know, I don't know. I'd probably more be warmer received because I would fit better in other people's minds. But you just don't care. You just get to a point you don't care. Because if you just continue to be a decent human being, then you're just going to start liking yourself for being a decent human being. But people aren't putting the work in. It's you listen to a meditation, you can frickin', but the majority of the people, they're still heading toward the edge. There's a whole lot of people on this planet that are just keep living every day, and everything's great, everything's wonderful. And it's getting bad for a lot of people. It's I like to practice the one day at a time ideology, because otherwise, if I'm not careful, I could just end up in that puddle of fear like anybody else, God's, like I said, God's always taking care of us, so I'm not really... Hi, girl. Hey, girl, hey. So I will survive. Luna. I'd like to see more people, getting young people out and planting seeds and doing gardens and stuff like that, and let them be kids, man. That's one thing I've always been talking about. Let kids be kids as long as they freaking can, man. People try to freaking make kids grown-ups. I see people on my Facebook feed, Ma, because now they're like 6 or 7, so now they're at dancing age, and they got their freaking, these girls are all made up. It's just, that's kids should be playing in the park. Kids should be flying kites, riding their bikes. You know what I mean? They shouldn't be donning freaking, full made faces, makeup with fake eyelashes at 7 years old. That's freaking creepy. And and people think it's cute, and it's so Jean Bonnet. Anyway. It's not cute. It's not. But, of course, I'm going to be a proponent for kids, because I know all about all the terrible stuff that happens to them. I was watching an episode of Northern Exposure, and they were even talking about it. There was an episode where they left a baby. Somebody left a baby in the doctor's office, and he's like, you can't, they do terrible things. Everybody knows people do terrible things to babies. That's what Dr. Joel Fleischman said. It's all about protecting the kids, because it's important, because I'm what happened when people don't. When kids aren't protected, I'm a potential of what could happen, When a woman grows up tough as nails, doesn't really take a lot of shit off of anybody. I don't really care about size or anything like that. Yeah, I encompass the energy of April 9th. The 99 day of April. And it's a heavy ritual day. That's the day frickin' the evil lizard of frickin' the UK supposedly left his lizard maker, met his lizard maker last year. There's all kinds of big stuff that, in the wicked world. That's why I gotta try so hard, or I gotta work. No, that's not the words I'm trying to say. Is that it's important to me for me to stay in the light, because I don't want to be a part of the nefariousness on this planet, because that's too easy for people to succumb to that. I've seen people sell out too easy. And I like to do the opposite what most people do, so I'm just going to keep working harder to keep working on my body and maintaining health. My arms hurt because I know it's that stupid those stupid shots, but I've upped my regimen, and it's gonna supposedly it's gonna start getting warm here in a day or two. I'm gonna go put on my new shoes, even though they're shitting in the mud, and I'm gonna go walk around. Not running, I'm not a runner, but I'm gonna go do some hills Find some hills to walk up. Yeah. Work on my core now that I got my guts back, so. These are how I'm going to use these Aries energies. You know, watch out, man. People are fire. People are fire everywhere. I saw people freaking whomping on each other. A couple of Disney plays on that. There's people freaking throwing blows all over the place. You know, so if you're not the blow thrower, practice ducking. If you're the shit talker like me, you gotta practice ducking. So, how you doing today, Ma?
I'm doing good.
Doing good? We love that new toothpaste, huh? That new Hello toothpaste. Makes a mess, but oh, it's such good stuff.